Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel. And today we're going to be looking at long nose pliers, or some people refer to them as needle nose pliers. But today we're going to be looking at these. We're not going to be really getting into long reach long nose pliers or special shaped long nose pliers. We're going to be primarily looking at these. I'm going to share with you some of the information, pricing, and show you the quality and everything. Just so if you're looking for some long nose pliers, this will help you decide whether or not you would be interested in these brands or pliers themselves, or if you're going to go a different route. And I will list some at the end, some brands that you might want to consider looking at to see if you would be interested in those. But these will be linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested. So let's go ahead and get into this. First up, I have here the Channellock Echo 318s. Made in the USA. They're 8-inch long nose pliers. These are the high leverage. This is something that has been introduced into a few brands out there to create a better performing set of pliers, not just needle nose pliers, but other types of pliers as well, like lineman pliers and stuff like that. And they've basically moved the pivot point up to create better gripping on a fastener or wire or whatever you're grabbing with less force by yourself. So you apply less force, but you still get a really good grip. So that's a really nice feature. These have laser heat treated cutting edges, and they do cut very nicely. This specific pair does have an open end jaw feature, so you're able to grab small nuts and fasteners and stuff like that. So that is a nice feature. So you have your teeth up front, and then you have the open jaw and your cutter. So a few different features in this set instead of just teeth and possibly a cutter. This is made from high carbon US steel, and this channel has the standard Channellock smooth grip style. All around a really nice set of pliers. The great thing about Channellock is they're made in the USA, and a majority of their tools are very affordable. So that is something I always consider, because Channellock is known and trustworthy, and a lot of people use them. So affordable and USA made. This specific set runs $22 or around there, depending on where you purchase it. Next up is a new set I just recently got, and that is the Fujiya 350 Hotel-150. And these are going to range anywhere from $20 to $33, just depending on where you pick them up at and what part number you actually get, I should say. You can get this set of pliers, but with a variation of different features. So that is why the price kind of ranges right there. These are 6.5-inch long nose pliers, and they're made in Japan from a company called Fujiya, which I have recently got a good amount of their pliers and have found them to be excellent quality, just like a lot of tools that come from Japan. So I have continued to pick up some of their pliers, and this is what I have now. This cuts copper and steel wire. It's actually stainless steel, so you don't really have to worry about it rusting, which is really nice. So if you want to use this in your tackle box or something like that, this would be a good set of pliers there. Not just, the automotive field or electrician's field or anything like that. It can be very versatile in many different situations. Other than that, it does have a polished finish. Everything that I've received from Fujiya with their standard finish, not the black finish, just their standard finish, is just above and beyond, and I've stated that in all of my Fujiya or Japan made tools videos. It does have a rock textured grip, where it's a little bit different than you have your smooth grip, you have your grit style, and then this is something a little bit different. It's kind of got a rock looking texture to it, or earth texture, which actually feels really good in the hand. It's got good shape, good feeling, very strong, sturdy, and all around a beautiful set of long nose pliers. With this set, you are just going to have the features of the fine teeth and the cutter. So we'll go ahead and show you the performance of the cutter on both of these. So with that high leverage, not that this is hard to cut, but with this being high leverage, I mean, it makes easy work of just about anything within its possibilities. So very easy. both of them cut and perform very, very well. Both of them made very well. So that's why they're included in this video, obviously. Other than that, this is from Fujiya as well, this being a little bit more of a multi-use long nose plier than just your standard long nose. As you can see here, you have many different features. This almost looks very similar to the Knipex ones that I have here, with this little open feature here. But what you have here is a spring-loaded 6.5-inch pair of long nose pliers, multi-use. You have your teeth up front. You have an open jaw feature here. This is actually for splitting wires. If you have, let's say for an example, speaker wire, and you want to split them down the center and separate them, you actually can put it in here, split it, and pull, and it will separate the wires for you. And then behind that, you actually have a small crimper. Then you have a cutter, and in that cutter, you can actually see it has a stripper. So it's good for smaller wires, obviously, but it's a nice feature, especially if you're doing telecommunication or anything with very small wiring, small electronics, stuff like that, where you're dealing with very fine electrical wires. This is very handy. So this is kind of like a different version of this, where this is more for heavier duty gauge wire. You know, this is the Southwire multi-use pliers. It has a crimper, cable cutter, strippers, and all of that there. I do have a video on this, so if you guys are interested, go ahead and check it out. It's just the Southwire 5-in-1s. But this is going to be good for your smaller gauge stuff. Really good for, you know, twisting wire, and all around a really good set of pliers. If you don't like spring-loaded, it is removable, so you don't have to deal with that if you don't. So it's not an internal spring, it is right there for you to remove if you would like. That is also going to run around that same price range of this set over here. I want to say $22 to $30 for this set. And then getting into my last pair, and one of my favorite pairs, the Knipex, and that is going to be part number 2611200. This is going to run around $29. They're 8-inch and made in Germany. They're forged vanadium electric steel. I know about a few different types of steel. I don't know exactly what electric steel is, but I do know Knipex and the pliers they make are top of the line. I have quite a few different pairs of Knipex and have used them a lot over the years, especially at work, and they are some of the best and most reliable pliers you'll ever use. Other than that, they're oil hardened and they do have a smooth grip. Here you can kind of see a close-up look of the teeth. They do have a cutter, which I will show the use of both of these real quick. So there's the stripper on that, works really well. That is the downside to these. With that stripper being in the middle, you are going to run into the issue of having to use either the far back side of the cutter, back here, or the front side of the cutter. Because if you use anywhere around here, you're not going to get a good cut, you're just going to get a strip. We'll go ahead and fix that right up with the Knipex. Cuts great, and I've actually cut quite a bit of stuff with these Knipex, and the blade holds up really nicely. So other than that, like I stated, all of these range anywhere from $22 to $30. Very, very well priced for top of the line quality and things that are known and trusted. Channellock's been around for a very long time, made in the USA, very affordable. A lot of professionals use them. Fujiya's been around since like 1919 or 1920, so over 100 years, and they're known in Japan for their pliers. So they're known and trusted. And then Knipex, top of the line over here. So we have some of the best brands here. But if you're not interested in any of these, some other brands to consider would be Snap-on. They do have quite a few good sets of pliers. Not all of them are great for tight spaces. Some of them tend to get bulky. They do use a good amount of material on their pliers. All around still good pliers, but then again, you're also looking at a higher price there as well. Other than that, you could look at Klein, Gador, NWS, some Irwin, which is actually some NWS, some Southwire. They do make some pliers made in the USA, and then SK as well. I know there's many other brands out there, but if you guys are interested, these will be linked down in the description for you guys. If you guys have any questions about any of these pliers, please feel free, once again, drop it down in the comments. Other than that, please, if you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. See you guys next time.